Presidential quotes on education, 1963 to 2012. Many presidents believe education is very important. So why are we declining? Let's hear some quotes. John F. Kennedy quote on education, 1961 through 1963. I call upon all Americans to inform themselves as to the quality of education and the opportunities for the individuals which our schools, colleges, and universities now afford. I call upon all Americans to inform themselves of the problems which confront these vital institutions and to work towards the resolution of these problems with deep commitment and a sense of urgency. I remind my fellow citizens that the attainment of excellence in education is the responsibility of each one of us. That is a responsibility to our society today and an obligation to our citizens of the future. Lyndon B. Johnson, 1963 through 1969, quoted, "Education is the key to opportunity in our society. The equality of educational opportunity must be the birthright of every citizen. No other challenge concerns me more than this one. None is of greater importance to the American people." Richard Nixon, 1969 through 1974, quoted, "In pursuing our goals of full employment, better housing, excellence in education, and building our cities and improving our rural areas, and protecting our environment and enhancing the quality of life, in all these and more, we will and must press urgently forward. When we listen to the better angels of our nature, we find that they celebrate the simple things, the basic things such as goodness, decency, love, and kindness." Gerald R. Ford, 1974 through 1977, quote on education, "Our schools are no better than we make them. They can provide a solid educational foundation for our children. They can provide a training ground for leadership development. They can offer an opportunity for expanded technical knowledge and cultural enrichment through continued education. They can become a center for community involvement. But the future our schools provide is in large measure dependent upon our involvement." Jimmy Carter, 1977-1981 presidential quote, "The American people have always recognized that education is one of the soundest investments they can make. The dividends are reflected in every dimension of our national life, from the strength of our economy and national security to the vitality of our music, art, and literature." Jimmy Carter signed into law the Department of Education Organization Act in 1980. President Ronald Reagan, 1981 to 1989, quote on education, "It's no accident that we who are the freest people on earth have an educational system unrivaled in the history of civilization. We know that knowledge and freedom are inseparable, and we also acknowledge the right of every individual to both. They cannot be arbitrarily apportioned according to race, station, or class. Education is the principal responsibility of local school systems, teachers, parents, citizen boards, and the state governments." George H. W. Bush, 1989 to 1993. Educational quote, "This is why our administration and the nation's governors created 6 national educational goals, one of which is to be the first in the world in math and science. And together you can help say American education, all systems are go. So it's expensive. It's going to take a while to do it. But we've always got to be in the forefront. At the United States, more and more countries are looking to us for everything in the world, including being a leader in science and technology." William J. Clinton, 1993 to 2001. Educational quote. For every dollar we invest today, we save 3 tomorrow. America must ask more of our students, our teachers, and our schools, and we must give them the resources they need to meet high standards. We will bring together business and schools to establish new apprenticeships and give young people the skills they need today to find productive jobs tomorrow. Investment is mobile. Technology is almost magical. And ambition for a better life is now universal. George W. Bush, 2001 to 2009. Educational quote. If we do not turn the hearts of our children towards knowledge and character, we will lose their gifts and undermine their idealism. Today we reclaim America's school before ignorance and empathy claim more young lives. I firmly believe that thanks to the law, more students are learning and achievement gap is closing. Barack Obama, 2009 to present. Presidential quote. But they sense that with just a change in priorities, we can make sure that every child in America has a decent shot at life. They know we can do better, and they want that choice. I will recruit new teachers and make new investments in rural schools. We'll connect all of America to 21st century technology and telecommunications. Obama said if elected, his government would harness technology to confront the biggest challenges that America faces. Education quote, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Education must enable a man to become more efficient, to achieve with increasing facility the legitimate goals of his life. Education must enable one to sift and weigh evidence, to discern the truth from the false, the real from the unreal, and the facts from the fiction. Education must also train one for quick, resolute, and effective thinking. But education, which stops with efficiency, may prove the greatest menace to society. The most dangerous criminal may be the man gifted with reason, but with no morals.